Talk to us about the game as a whole. How do you reflect on the Arsenal win?
Again, first and foremost, how brave Mikel Arteta was in his choice in the starting lineup. Usually, sometimes he goes into, 4 centre-back at the back. He went with Ben White, he went with Calafiori, he went with Miles Lewis-Kelly, he went with Bukayo Saka. We knew Bukayo Saka couldn't pass an hour. Miles Lewis-Kelly, we knew in that type of game he might have some issues physically, especially playing that game at the weekend. Then after we know what he did after to secure the game, it was 1-0. Bukayo Saka, scored that goal. But I have to give a lot of credit to the usual guys. Saliba was good, Gabriel was good. Declan Rice, obviously, we saw that he got man of the match, but I have to give Gyökeres a lot of credit. What he did, the way they use him right now, they play to his strength. He goes into the channel early, he held the ball, he was putting pressure on everything and anything on the field. It was almost like Jamie will say that, and it's almost like it was what you usually see normally in a semi-final of the Champions League. What we witnessed last week was just outstanding and crazy and so good to watch. But we did the job in a normal way, professional job. You go and get a draw at a place, you come back to your place and you win it. Yes, deflected shot, saved by the goalkeeper, but you were there. Some good defensive moment from Arsenal, difficult to beat. One thing that I will say that the game at one point, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, after I think 65 minutes, you have Lookman, Griezmann, Julian Alvarez on the bench, Bukayo Saka also on the bench. So when Saka also wasn't too fit, but this is why I would love to see if we can speak to Bukayo, because I want him to explain to people that being a footballer is not so much always about the glamorous time. He's been questioned all season. Can he be the guy? Is he not the guy? Is he the star boy? Is he not the star boy? Who's better than him or not better than him? Today he had to play with barely training. I know he's suffering with his Achilles tendon. He came back. I spoke to him and he came back. He was like, I got to be on the pitch. I got to be on the pitch against Fulham. I have to be 100%. And those guys had to do it, deliver it for the in bracket Arsenal nation. And you could see that Atletico at that particular moment after that Griezmann went on the bench, and then Julian Alvarez also went on the bench. That quality was missing. You can see that Soloff didn't have his usual companion to be able to play him through or support him, and that was better for us, obviously. But overall, it was a professional performance from Arsenal. And let's see what we, not me playing, obviously, but what we can do in a final.
Ooh, Titi, speaking so positively, I love it.
No, it's like I said, you at one point, you have to, I'm old school. Show me what you can do and I will say it. Mm-hmm. If you're not showing it to me, I'm not going to lie here and not be honest about it. If you're not playing well, I will say you're not playing well. For a very long time, for example, if I take the example of Gyökeres, the jury was out on him. It's not a bad thing. Embrace it, try to prove people wrong. Tonight he did, not only tonight. In the last month, I will give him his credit. Mm-hmm. He's running, he looks solid, he looks a bit more like a number 9 that you can be scared of. But what I like also is the way that now they look for him early. Yeah. Play to the strength of the guy, because if not, I'm going to see his weaknesses instead of seeing his strong points. And now, because of the way they utilize him, I can see what he's good at and what he's not good at. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. Then the guy feels more comfortable to make the run where he's going to excel, and not going to see his weakness. I just think that fair play to Mikel Arteta. He came up with a plan. He decided to go strong at the beginning, kill the game after.
What a moment for this team, for this club.
Hey, you're taking me away from the celebrations, man. It's so beautiful. You have to see what it means to us, what it means to the fans. Yeah, we're also happy.
What pulled you through? They say about managing games, you take the lead. It's easier said than done sometimes to do that.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. This game is a high-pressure game. It means a lot to both sides, and we managed to manage it well and take ourselves to the final, so we're happy.
And what about the atmosphere this crowd generated this evening?
Yeah, it started before the game, when we were arriving on the coaches. I've never seen anything like it. And they pushed us and pushed us and pushed us, and they got this moment in the end, so we're celebrating it together.
Your 81st goal for Arsenal. Has there been a more special one?
Maybe. It's definitely up there.
Should be up there. Was there something as well about the goal itself, a mix of patience and positivity to your play, but the way it went over the top to Victor, and there you were.
Yeah, in those situations, I just try and stay alive, and you know, sometimes it bounces for you, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to be there, and I was there, and it fell for me, and I got my goal, so glory to God, thank God, and we go to the final now.
Just sum it up in terms of this team, because you've been under a lot of pressure in recent weeks. You would have seen that as well happening from a distance, so do you feel you've come through a psychological barrier?
Yeah, well, there's no way you're going to come to this position and not have pressure, you know. We're in the semi-finals, well, now in the final of the Champions League, let me correct myself, and we're fighting for the Premier League, so how can you not expect for people to talk about you and for people to criticise you, you know? That's why we have to block it out, focus on getting the job done, and we did that, and yeah, another step forward.
Listen, a guy who was in Mikel Arteta's first ever team in 2019, you've been the match winner tonight.
Sorry, say that again.
You were in Mikel Arteta's first ever team, 2019 Boxing Day, so a fitting match winner.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story, and I hope it ends well in Budapest.
Surprisingly, David Raya is with over there. Smooth, wasn't it?
Can we just, before we begin this, can I just congratulate you, Thierry? Unbelievable, your team is in the final. And I get everything you said before about having sat there, you know, year after year, listening to Micah about Man City, Jamie about Liverpool. Congratulations, I am so happy for you.
Thank you,
also
thank
happy
you,
for
Uncle
you, by
Pete.
the way.
Thank you, Uncle Pete.
We haven't had to listen to you, though, have
Uncle
we, Pete, about Man
Pete
United?
No, hey, that's next year, James. We'll take it next year. Let's focus on this young man here. What, I mean, seriously, what a season you're having, by the way. I actually was on a program on Sunday saying that you are for my Premier League Player of the Year.
Thank you.
I've said it to you before.
Yep.
I think you've been unbelievable all the way throughout this season. You've saved your team time and time again, and now you're in a Champions League final. Just take me through that. How are you about that?
No, obviously it's a dream come true, especially not just me, the whole team, the way we did it this season without losing a game and not conceding that many goals. So it's a remarkable achievement from everyone and for the club.
Yeah, it's your stats are incredible. 13 games in this Champions League, 9 clean sheets. That's unbelievable. That just tells you how big an impact you have had on this. How difficult was this game for you and the team today?
I think obviously playing against Atletico Madrid, we know it's going to be very, very tough. I thought the first half was incredible from our side. Nicking the goal right at the end of the first half, but I think we deserved it. Obviously, second half they were going to come at us. I think we managed the game very, very well. When we had to play, we played, and then we had to go long. We did, and credit to Victor that he fights a lot in those situations, and he won a lot of duels. So that helped us to manage the game. We didn't give that many chances. I think they had two shots on target with it was quite easy saves, and that's just credit to everyone, not just me or not just the back four, is the whole team.
David, could I ask you about a club that you used to play for 12 years ago at Southport, one of my local clubs, and you're now in a Champions League final. What a journey. You've been absolutely fantastic since joining Arsenal. I think you made a huge difference to the team as well in terms of where they are, in terms of going for, you know, the Premier League now and on the verge of a Champions League also.
Thank you, Jamie. No, it's a long journey. Looking back to those days at Southport, 2014, is incredible. You know, I'm really, really proud of myself for the way I've did my career and reaching the Champions League final after all those years and hard work. Is very, very proud of myself, and I cannot be more grateful, to be fair.
Well, everybody at Hague Avenue is very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
David, soy Titi, enhorabuena.
Muchas gracias.
We're going to carry on in English, sorry. Listen, first and foremost, before I ask you the question, I want to make a statement here. And I will second what Uncle Pete said. Because if you were not our goalkeeper, this season, I think there is a battle with Declan Rice, we're going to have to be honest. But what you did every single game this season is outstanding. And yes, I know we cannot put points on the goalkeeper sometime on winning the game. You can only make sure that our team cannot lose the game. So you've been outstanding, and I think it's not easy that to be in a discussion of Player of the Year being a goalkeeper. So I think you should be in that discussion. So well done. And I want to ask I want to ask you something about what we don't see. So what I talk about what we don't see is myself. I put myself in it. We were questioning Gyökeres. We were questioning the leadership of Bukayo Saka. We were questioning the leadership of Odegaard. And sometimes you have to be honest because we couldn't see it. How did you guys, manage to stay where you're supposed to stay to be able to compete all the way? How did you manage that?
I think through togetherness. I always said this, that this club is more than a club, is a family, and we have each other's back. And when someone doesn't have a good day, another one is making for that. So I think that togetherness and that willingness to help each other, that gets us where we are right now. And I think you can see on the pitch, like everybody's fighting for everyone, and just make that difference at the end of the day.
We obviously we're in flash, and we've got UEFA people and the press people from Arsenal behind the camera going like this. Move on. I have one more question, because I've been here quite a lot this season and last season. I have never experienced the Emirates like it was today. Yeah. What was the atmosphere like to be for you as a player today?
Oh, it was incredible. Just at the minute that we arrived at the roundabout, it was full. I've never seen the Emirates like this before. And I think that gave us the extra motivation, extra energy to go to the game today with that fire in our bellies, to make those people happy and proud of us. And I think we certainly did. We are in the Champions League final. Now is gone. We have 3 weeks for that. So now we have our biggest opportunities now at the weekend, and we just have to be focused on ourselves to go win these games.
It's been an unbelievable week for you.
Thank you.
Good win on Saturday. A good result for you yesterday. And a good Champions League final. Thank you very much for doing this.
Congrats. Thank you, guys.
Well done.
Thank you, Pete.
Wow.
Clint, my friend, we barely heard from you.
Many congratulations. How do you sum up tonight for the club and for you and for this group of players?
Well, it's an amazing night to live these kind of moments with our people, our players, everybody at the club. It's just an incredible feeling. It makes sense a lot of the things that we do and we go through when you just see so many happy faces and so many people proud of what we are doing. And it was unbelievable right from the beginning. The manner that our supporters waited for us outside the stadium, the energy, the passion that they put in, it was just great to witness.
It would be fair to say that tonight the supporters rose to the occasion, set the tone.
Absolutely. I think they set the standards and we tried to catch up with them immediately, and it's so good after so many years to give that joy back to them and see that pride in their eyes is beautiful to watch.
So many players were involved tonight, maximum subs off the bench, all to make an impact. What pleased you most?
Again, the togetherness. It was very difficult to make certain decisions, and I feel a lot for the boys because I know generally how good people they are, and some of them, I talked to them this afternoon. I said, I apologize, I'm going to play the same team. And their reaction immediately is, boss, I'm here when you need me. I'm going to be right with the team and give me a hug. So what else do I want?
Bukayo Saka, we said it yesterday, he was in your very first team when you were Arsenal manager, Boxing Day 2019. Was there, of all the guys, a more fitting match winner?
But it had to be someone very special, and he certainly is someone very special with me, for the boys, and for everybody attached to this club. So if you had to be someone scoring that goals, probably it had to be him.
That defeat at Manchester City when Declan Rice said it's not done yet feels like an awful long time ago.
It does, but that's the twists and turns of elite sport and football in particular, and you have to be at it because you never know what the next moment opportunity is going to bring to you.
So what have you changed then in terms of tweaks, and maybe that tactically the ball quickly forward to Gyökeres? Would that be fair to say? He's more involved. What have you done
Well,
give yourself a bit of credit, maybe.
No, we're constantly trying to improve and evolve ourselves, and I'm very critical with myself as well. And I think obviously when certain players start to be involved and available, it makes such a difference.
What about Victor Gyökeres tonight?
He was immense, and you could see the reaction of the crowd every time he was holding the ball there. I mean, his war rate, what he's giving the team, is just incredible.
And 30th clean sheet of the season. A lot is said about attack. We saw it last week, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich. What about this team's defence?
It's immense. I mean, you talk about Gyökeres, yeah. So he's the first one to set the tone, the rhythm, and the habits that he shows when we don't have it. And that's a team effort, and everybody deserves credit for that.
They say attack wins matches, but defence wins titles.
Let's go for it then.